Armored Core Last Raven is known to be the hardest title in the AC franchise, with many citing the dramatic difficulty spikes and constant curveballs the game throws at you in the forms of multi-AC fights and challenging mini-bosses throughout the game's many missions. This difficulty is even further exaggerated if you were to go into the game with a completely fresh save and just so happen to start down the infamous Oneida path. In this video, I'll walk you through how to get started off on the right foot if you were to actually start Last Raven on a brand new save, and get you through a couple of those aforementioned opening curveballs. With the money the game starts us with, we'll create an AC that's easy to pilot and capable of killing some of the early VR opponents. We'll buy the Vulture 2, one of the best boosters in the game. We'll add the Limpet FCS, which provides a huge lockbox for 2 standard block rifles. We're going to add handguns to hanger under our rifles just in case we need them, as well as a cheap standard lock rifle for our left hand. We won't be touching the frame for now, as the starting frame is pretty decent. We want as much speed as possible, so we'll take off the back missiles. When tuning, I like to focus on defense first and see if I can't get 3 or more points per tune. Once I see smaller returns, I'll put the rest into cooling. Since we're using the starting radiator for our first iteration of our AC, the booster will be tuned for all heat. Lotus is tuned for all output, and the radiator will tune for all cooling. This AC should have enough speed to control range versus the enemy ACs, as well as enough ammo and a large enough lockbox to secure easy victories. Before we start doing missions, we'll do a couple VR opponents to get some more money. The first AC has dual HP pistols, which are disgusting up close, so make sure to use your AC's speed to stay at a safe range while spamming your rifles. The second AC will be a little tougher because his frame has real high shell defense, and his pulse rifle will cut through your starting AC's poor energy defense. But as long as you keep your range, your rifles will outlast him. The third AC is a hover, and will crack halfway through the fight, leading for an easy win. The fourth AC rarely moves, so he's easy pickings to gun down. The fifth AC will give us the left HP pistol, which we'll want for our later fights. Keep your distance from his machine guns, and you'll come away victorious. The sixth AC is more of the same, just spam your rifles and keep your distance. Now with lots of money in our pocket, we can buy some of the strongest parts in the game. Last Raven ironically gives the player nearly all of its best parts to buy right off the bat. The BP Bazooka is a top 5 gun in the game and will be our main tool to shred through the early missions. It also happens to stun many of the ACs we'll be fighting. We'll sell off the Spectre and Limpet and buy the F69 FCS and L Plus optional to maximize our lockbox size for the BP and HP. Now we can fight the last of the VR rankers before we take on the missions. He likes to fly high, but your large lockbox should deal with this movement just fine. With the last of our money, we're going to buy perhaps the best arms in the game, the Lemur 2. Look how much more defense we have for the same speed. Now time to give our friend Bolt a visit.
so long.
Stay close to him, and try to constantly stay at his flank as you strafe around him. The stun from the bazooka will help you keep your flank. The BP and HP are both top 5 weapons in Last Raven, and will make short work of one of the game's most infamous mini-bosses.
I'm not done yet. This can't be.
An easy S rank, and a useless part to sell off for more money. With our massive influx in money, we can flesh out our AC with the best core in the game and one of the top 3 legs in the game. We can finally upgrade our radiator and add the energy defense optional. With the more powerful radiator, we can tune some more power into our booster. Don't forget to re-equip your optional parts. With our much stronger frame, it's time to give Sundial a visit.
You've got a lot of courage to oppose us. You're good. Take out the remaining targets. We're done here.
Silky is one of the worst guns in the game, and we'll sell it off. Now to finalize the AC, we'll upgrade our head and buy the shell defense optional part, along with the cooling and energy capacity optional parts. Let's take our improved AC and wipe the floor with the game's other infamous early mission.
Take out that AC.
Zubin likes to hop around a lot to evade your lockbox, but he barely damages you, so take your time when lining bazooka shots up.
I need backup. This isn't going as planned.
Rimfire is an easier fight, as he slowly hovers in the air in front of your AC. Just keep your distance and pelt away. His weaponry is no match for your AC's monstrous shell defense.
Now you're good, Raven, but not as good as I. Never! I can't die! I won't die!
We receive a massive bounty bonus and 2 more parts to sell off. Now with how much money we have, we're free to upgrade or change our AC in any way we want. From here on out, you should see less difficulty spikes. And this AC should have the speed, kill power, and armor to make the rest of the game child's play. However, you could add the RM3 relation missiles to help destroy polarizers later in the game, or the S73H FCS to give your AC more range. I'd also recommend getting the Siren 2 radar or the Cicada 2 head to help bolster your EC and resistance for certain missions. That wraps it up for me. I hope this quick guide gives you an easy foothold into Last Raven. Good luck and fly high.